a number of sports events. Now here you can specialize in like two, or where the kid has picked interest. You never know, it may be swimming and football. It might be basketball and netball. So you allow the kid to specialize where the kid has picked interest. Or maybe you see where your finances can allow you. There are activities which are, of course, expensive. Talk about swimming, where you find you need to invest more. So here in this age group, you may allow them to specialize. And this is where I also start training for like strength and aerobic capacity. You may hire for them qualified coaches because this is the age group where you want to build maybe their strength. Strength. The sensitive period for strength is around puberty, when puberty and adolescence, when they are growing fast, the period of growth spurt where they are growing very fast. So you can get a coach, probably they can take them to the gym to do some activities, but it has to be a qualified coach. Why? Because we are seeing the period when bones are growing, what we call ossifications. The cartilage is changing to a bone, so meaning that the bones are still very soft. This applies to the first also the category. The bones are still soft, so you don't have to stress the kids so much, and you have to get a qualified person to ensure that they don't get injuries which may lead to them burning out and dropping out of sports very early. And let's go to the last category, which is maybe the second last. I am categorizing so that people understand which activities they can participate in.
Please.
The 18 to around 64, where most of us
64
lie.
already.
18 to 64, 18 years to 64 years, where most of us lie. Now, this in this period, most people want to be professionals. Some people have a goal of becoming just healthy. Others have a goal of maybe they have a certain disease and they are fighting it through physical activities, as we know that sports is medicine. Physical activity is medicine to specific health issues, the non-communicable diseases. So here, people, you're advised to do you can go for specific sports you want. Like for me, every Tuesday and Thursday I go for football for 1 hour at night. So you can go for any sport you want for at least 30 minutes. You can go for aerobics and dance. You can do the walking
I
in
think
the
that
recommended
I think
period.
I need that one. To
Probably
dance.
you may need that. Aerobics and dance, it's really fun. And let's not forget, fun cuts across all the age groups. Sports and physical activities, it has to be more fun. So you can go for aerobics, you can go to gym. Some people want to build muscles. Some people want to go for toning. So in this age category, 18 to 64, you can go for whatever you want.
Thank you so much.
Then lastly, to cut you short, lastly, age is 65 and above. Now we are talking about the senior citizens. Those people, they need to build what we call, they are at the risk of falling down and getting injuries. So you have to also take them to gym, but then it has to be done by a profession. The exercises you give them shouldn't be stressing their joints. You should ensure that you're giving them exercises that are getting their flexibility.
So I take my dad to the gym.
Yes.
What are you trying to say?
Yes, take them for walking, take them for some aerobics and dance, take them for balance activities. All those, we have professionals who can do all those activities. Thank you so much.
Mr. Taremwa, you must be a very serious person, and of course we want to thank you for watching us from this very important first segment. We have explored the age category. When we return, we want to discuss about why actually gyms are now sprouting in the name of exercise, and we want to explore that all exercises is supposed to be done in a gym, or we can also do them from home. See you shortly.
Gugude TV, transforming your life.
Life is a race, not against others, but for a purpose greater than yourself. Every step you take matters. Every decision you make can change the course of someone else's journey. At Makere Full Gospel Church, we are running a race too. A race to purchase land next to the church compound so as to expand our parking space and build more infrastructure for God's work. With your purchase of Run Your Race book, authored by our very own Pastor Fred Wantanti, for just 30,000 Ugandan shillings, you're not just buying a book, you're joining the race. All proceeds from the book sale will go toward purchasing the land. Together, we can build a legacy that will last for generations. Buy your copy today and let's run the race together.
Don't miss on Gugude TV.
From Woman Blossom annual getaways, the summits, the planning and prayer retreats, we bring to you an amazing Woman Blossom TV show. In a world where women are demanded so much, it is time we paused, healed, and blossomed. Join me, Giftina Kayinga, every Sunday, 5 p.m. live on Gugude TV as I bring to you an amazing Woman Blossom TV show.
Don't miss on Gugude TV. Gugude TV, transforming your life.
Indeed, Gugude TV, transforming your life. We transform your life from physical, mental, social health into the Christian life. And of course, we invite you to Makere Full Gospel Church, our home, our family, here at Saprokagwa Road on the traffic lights where Gugude Television sits. We are talking about the physical activity and why sports are very important to your health, overall health. Our expert has explored different age groups and the different exercises that you may need. But we didn't explore the special groups, the pregnant people. Do they need exercises? And of course, our expert is here to demystify these complexities. But if I went for a short quick break, we talked about gym. They are mushrooming in the city. Every person is in a gymnastic club. The question is, are gyms only the exercising points, or are the gyms necessary for every person? Talked about muscle toning for guys 18 years 64. Do I look like I need a muscle toning? Can you please clarify? Let me be your model. Please go ahead with the discussion.
Thank you very much, moderator, for that beautiful question. Talking about the special age groups, the pregnant women, all age groups, people of all categories talk about the how do you call them, the disabled. Yeah, I don't know if that's a good word. They all need
people living with disabilities.
People living, thank you so much for the correction. People living with disabilities, they all need to participate in exercises and physical activities. The pregnant mothers, they all need to participate in physical activities.
Which physical activities are super for them?
Thank you. We've talked about walking. That's what we started with, which is the activity people don't take very much serious. We've seen, if you visit different swimming pools, you're going to find some pregnant ladies swimming. And to my surprise, when I went to a competition and I found pregnant mothers playing netball.
I think that's nice.
And there are some races we've seen across the world where you see someone of maybe who is 5 months pregnant is participating in a run, a marathon. We are seeing marathons coming up, and whenever we have those marathons, we see the pregnant mothers running, taking part. Or we see them jogging. So we shouldn't be strict on which people should participate. Sports and physical activities is for all the people, but you need to have in case you're to have a specialist, have someone who is qualified, who can make for you a program, who can make for you a physical exercise program, because we wouldn't want you to get injured in the due course of participating in physical activities, because you're going to discourage even the child you're going to give birth. So it's better to always get a qualified people, and they are all around.
Okay.
Back to the question, why people are running into gyms. We are seeing what we call urbanization. I talked about it, where you find all the green pastures, people are building everywhere. So you find there is limited space where people can exercise from. And maybe the option they see as the only option is going to gyms. Yes, gyms are very important, and we have people there who can guide you in exercises, but that's not the only place where people exercise from. In Uganda, people spend a lot of time at their workplaces. Others maybe at their homes. When I was coming here, I climbed some stairs, and that's an avenue you can spot and do your physical activities from there. We have seen it's supposed to be maybe 30 minutes every day. So you can, it's not a must that you're going to do the 30 minutes at once. You can do 10 minutes. You go there and walk around, up and down for 30 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes in 3 phases. But then most of us want to use the elevators. All of us want to use elevators, yet there are stairs we could actually capitalize on and do exercises. At our homes, around our compounds, do you walk around the house? That's a physical activity you could do. Walk around the house. And maybe don't walk alone. Walk with your family, the kids, because now you're teaching them that actually physical activities and sports, they are good. So move around with the whole family as you're maybe jazzing. In COVID, I remember our president doing some push-ups for us, I remember. So you could do exercises in your sitting room. We have these days the YouTube. Everything is on YouTube. If you go there, you can find people teaching exercises, how you could do exercises in a limited space. Talk about in your office. You could do anything. We've said physical activities, any activities where you spend energy, where you use your body to do them and spend some energy. So anything you can do that you can spend energy. Talk about push-ups, the ones who know burpees, and so many other activities. You could do them inside your house, not specifically going to the gyms. But in case you cannot and you need some motivation, gyms are very important avenues for participating in sports. The motivation has to start within you, and you utilize the space around you and probably go to the gyms in case it is very important and you feel you need to join them. But don't be restricted by not having a gym around to participate in physical activities. Thank you so much.
Powerful discussion. Thank you so much, Mr. Tarema, of course, for bringing us to this discussion. And of course, we want to once again explore our viewers to visit our social media platforms, Good Television Uganda. We are on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and we are streaming live even on TikTok. Please visit our socials so that you can learn more about the sports and why physical activity is very important. Mr. Tarema, we've seen sports pay off money, and we've seen most young people running to sports because of money. What do you speak about this? Because we talked about social benefits whatsoever, but economic benefits, you didn't talk about them, and yet you are earning money from sports. Should we say you don't want us to earn money?
Thank you, Modred. Actually, I've been in the sports field for the last 10 years, including my education background.
So isn't there money?
There is a lot of money in sports.
Speak about it.
Right now, if you're to see the most, the people, the highly paid people in the world, they are the sports people. And it's all about strategizing to become an elite athlete. Maybe Uganda producing elite athletes. It's all about strategizing. You as a parent, you have your role to play. As the child or athlete, or student, you have your role to play to become an elite athlete. We have so many sports federations around, over 50 sports federations under the National Council of Sports. So we talked about in the first place, you shouldn't specialize, like allow your kids to specialize when they are below the age of 12 years. But then when they get the age of 12 and above, there you can start specializing and get a coach or some qualified person to teach them to specialize in that specific sport you feel like maybe your kid can take up, or the sport the kid is interested in. We are still seeing sports growing in Uganda and Africa in general. And this is an avenue where you could exploit our viewers who are viewing us. That's the avenue you could exploit. And in case you're planning also to give birth, you could think of that. You know, these days getting jobs is also very complicated. So you can you can think of training your child to go in that line. There are so many sports opportunities living along the side of becoming an athlete where someone can take part. There are so many avenues. So I would advise everyone around to, our viewers to think of going for any sport you want, because there is money in sports. And we know the athletes, starting from Uganda, the Dennis Onyango and other athletes who have benefited a lot. Talk about Uganda Premier League, all those clubs, they have players and they are paying them well. So let's capitalize on sports and physical activities. But as I told you, you have to lay the foundation for your kid, for your child, so that he can become, or he or she can become an elite athlete and start earning from it. Thank you so much.
Very important discussion. Now, of course, we want to explore the challenges that sports people or people who intend to pursue their career in sports go through. Or maybe what are the challenges of too much physical activity? Those are two different parallel questions. One to sportsmen, but also to us who want to maximize our potential just for physical benefits.
Everything that is good, it has always also challenges. It cannot be 100% of benefits. There can be challenges, and maybe what is holding it back. Talk about the challenges in sports. What we are facing currently in Uganda is because we are a developing country and people prioritize more other things than sports. How many of us, when you receive your salary, monthly salary, put aside some money to take for sports or physical activities? A few of us. So there is the financial constraint side where people don't prioritize sports, and it's a very big issue because we are limiting ourselves. We are seeing these days stadiums being built, training facilities, and as a country we are trying to improve that, but it's still a challenge. Last year I happened to have spent a full year in Nigeria, and they put so much efforts in sports. Take an example, every state of the 36 states, they have a stadium just like Nambole. So suppose we build a facility maybe in each district, just
each
like
region
Nambole,
instead.
each region. How many regions do we have?
We have like 15.
15 stadiums, maybe few, but we have the capacity. If we target and we prioritize sports, we have the capacity to build the stadium. So the lack of facilities and equipment is a challenge. We are seeing gender barriers, stereotyping, which is a challenge. And what I forgot to talk about is the statistics. We saw that Uganda is doing well. We have 10% population being inactive. Most of them, the men are the ones who are most active compared to ladies. I forgot to talk about it. So because of that gender, where the ladies feel that this is a sport for men, we are having a challenge there. In schools, now suppose you don't prioritize sports, and maybe you're a teacher, you're a head teacher. Do you think when you reach your school, you're going to allow the kids to go for PE? We've seen the government prioritizing physical education and making it compulsory. But then when you reach down in the schools, because me, I've been a coach in several schools, you find candidate classes are not allowed to participate in physical activities and sports. They are not going for PE. Even the other classes, you find PE is given the least time. Moderator, there are some countries which we are trying to mimic. Talk about like the United States, where you find physical education is studied right from the primary to the university. Can give you an example. I have a friend at the University of Georgia. He tells me even at undergraduate, they teach PE and it is assessed. It is part of the subject that is assessed. But for us, the challenge, we are not like prioritizing it in schools. We have a challenge of, we are having physical activity and sports policies. Talk about like the Occupational Safety and Health Act, which recommends that the employers are responsible for the health of their workers, and they are supposed to be organizing sessions, physical activity sessions. So they talk about like aerobics for their workers, but they are not doing it. Policy implementation of what we have, we are very good at making policies, but sometimes implementation is still lagging behind. And lastly, let's talk about the challenges we are facing. And some people have phobia for sports. Take an example. If you know your friend got an injury, serious injury, you sometimes get phobia, and that's the challenge. Now this goes to my fellow coaches. We have to raise awareness, because as I said, everything that always has advantage, there are always disadvantages. So the people always have that phobia of participating because of the area experience, which is of course which brought some phobia, and we have to really fight that. Thank you so much for that.
Perfect. Thank you so much. This is a wonderful discussion from Mr. Tademwa. But of course, as we intend to come to closure of this important program, I'd like to hear from your side your comments, opinions, suggestions, any questions about sports or physical activities that happen in Uganda. What could be that most pressing issue around sports in your environment, in your state? For example, here we have Masaza Cups and so much more. If you have any challenge related to the health perspective, please, you're free to share them on our social media platforms, Greater Vision Uganda, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and LinkedIn, so that we can hear from your side. Mr. Tademwa, want to explore the challenges that can be addressed by government right now. We want now to give call to action to the government, and also the sportsmen, and also the parents, and also to the senior sportsmen, people who train other people. Do you have any call to action for them, or your call messages, so that we know that we have call to action before this program ends?
Our dear viewers, solving the challenges I've just talked about in sports starts from the individual level. It starts within you to know that sports is very important. Physical activities are important for our health, for our bodies. That's with you. So if you know that walking is good, jogging is good, walking around and allowing your kids to play is good, is the first thing. You have to first fight that mentality and prioritize sports. Then we go to the school level. I already talked about how the government has made physical activities and PE compulsory in schools, but then taking it up by the head teachers and the PE teachers and the whole administration is another whole thing. So we can change that. We can allow the kids to play, give them the break time, enough break time. Kids who are below 18 years, they are supposed to play for 60 minutes every day. Moderate intensity activities for 60 minutes. But then you're giving a break of just 15 minutes in schools. Do you think it's right? It goes to you as the head teacher and the administration. Then talk about the community. In the community, do we have groups, fitness groups. We can create groups, aerobics groups. Take an example, in Makerere University, we always have a physical activity aerobics session every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So you can create groups and have friends who you can participate with. Then we have so many leaders in communities. You can organize sports events. These events raise awareness, and it makes people get involved in sports and physical activities. And raising awareness is something that we really need to take serious if we have to achieve the goals of participating in physical activities, or maybe the country. And lastly, as the government has a very big role to play, because we know that healthy minds or healthy population brings the best in terms of production. We need to see, we want to see a country where workers are not asking for days off work, where they are not going for medication there and then. Suppose you have a factory, you have a company where your workers are always going out on leaves, on sick leaves, because they have those NCDs, the non-communicable diseases. Talk about type 2 diabetes, heart diseases in general, hypertension, some cancers which are in NCDs, where your workers are always having those issues. Productivity is low. So as a country, we have and the government will have a very big role to play. We have to build the facilities, raise awareness, and ensure that our population is actually following the guidelines of participating in physical activities, as we aim at achieving maybe the best GDP and achieving the best out of sports. Thank you so much.
Perfect discussion. And of course, now, as we intend to come to close this very important program, I want us to know that we've been able to learn why physical activity is very important to our health. Number two is that we've been able to demystify the complexities around the age-specific physical activities, where experts ruled different physical activities to be done by different age groups, and also the special interest groups, and also the senior citizens. You haven't been left behind. And of course, been also able to learn different challenges. And now we've seen that schools hold power when it comes to children and the physical activity, but also even the students, where the break time should be tallying to the national standard or the WHO guideline of physical activity. Imagine now a break of 30 minutes, but it's for 15, and children needed to run around, greet their friends in other park classes or classes, and such, to foster their physical activity. And so much more here to Google Data Vision. We would like actually to thank you so much for viewing us and encouraging you to keep on this important program every Wednesday at 9 p.m. with me, Kamara Daniel. Do you have any greetings to your people before we go?
Allow me to send my regards to the Department of Sport and Exercise Science at Makerere University, the Department of Sports Science at Kyambogo University, and thank the African Union also for making me what I am, the expert I am in sports, for identifying me and giving me the opportunity to expertise myself in sports. Thank you so much. Perfect.
Thank you so much. I expected you'd send the regards to your wife if you're married, but in any case, I want to thank you for being on Google Data Vision. These programs are meant to educate you to prevent disease, because we all know that a productive community must be free from preventable diseases like hypertension, diabetes, and other emerging non-communicable diseases. I am Kamara Daniel, every Wednesday at 9 p.m. here to the Health and Beauty program, Google Data Vision. I love you so much and wish you the best. See you. Hi, this is Health and Beauty Program every Wednesday 8 to 9 p.m.